check in and see what's shaking in the NFL.
I'm Steve Weissman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Jalen Hurts is both his name and now a statement. The Eagles quarterback is hurting with a shoulder injury and did not practice Tuesday. Hurts says there is still a chance he plays Saturday against the Cowboys. Some other quarterback injury news. Lamar Jackson missed his 7th straight practice for the Ravens, and that's not the only injury woe in Baltimore. Wideout Devin Duvernay was placed on injured reserve after hurting his foot in practice Tuesday. To help fill that void, the Ravens claimed veteran wideout Sammy Watkins off waivers. The Titans dealing with some quarterback concerns of their own. Ryan Tannehill missed practice Tuesday with an ankle injury that he suffered in Sunday's loss to the Chargers. Some better news, though, in Pittsburgh, where Kenny Pickett is expected to play Saturday after missing the Steelers' last game with a concussion. And the Jets say Zach Wilson will get his 2nd straight start Thursday night against the Jags. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
The holidays are here. Achieve gifting greatness when you give perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha steaks. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have curated special gift packages to take the guesswork out of gifting and make you a holiday hero. Go to omahasteaks.com and take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, use code SIZZLE at checkout to get an additional $40 off your order. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites guaranteed to impress, like the legendary Butcher's Cut Filet Mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, even easy-to-prepare, ready-in-a-flash comfort meals. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away, so shop early and beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code SIZZLE at checkout. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com, get 50% off site-wide, plus use promo code SIZZLE at checkout to get that extra $40 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is a Wednesday, 21st day of December, 2022. Counting down to Christmas, and then we will count down to a new year. So what's going on? Lots of things. Well, let's see. In a recent interview, TV host and rapper Nick Cannon, who is expecting his 12th child, says he feels the biggest guilt as a result of not spending enough time with the 11 kids he already has, adding, "I'm just spread thin." Yeah, well, okay, Nick, I suppose spending half the day adding those stick figures to the back of your car window, that will do that. Nick, what can I say? Anyway, it's we mentioned it's a Wednesday. We've got a visit with the mayor of Brawley today, Gene. Are you ready?
Well, I'll be there, yeah.
Okay, George Nava, the mayor of Brawley. We just wanted to make that clear.
We visited with George before.
Oh, yes. Yes. So, anyway, we've got that coming up, and we've got a lot of other things, some important information in the world of healthcare in the Imperial Valley, and we'll touch on that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
We certainly will.
How about some birthdays?
How about, birthdays.
Okay.
That's next on the agenda.
Okay. Phil Donahue is 87. Actor Larry Brigman is 84. And actor Josh Mostel is 76. Actor Samuel L. Jackson, 74. Hard to say his name without, a flow of four-letter words coming out there. Singer Nick Gilder, 72. Actor Dennis Boutsikaris is 70. Actor Jane Kaczmarek, 67. And let's see. Actor-comedian Ray Romano, 65. And actor-comedian Andy Dick, 57. Actor Michelle Hurd is 56. Actor Kiefer Sutherland, 56. Actor Carrie Turner, 56. And let's see, actor Christine Haji, from head of the class, 54. And other birthdays, let's see. Actor Stephen Yuen is 39. Actor Caitlin Deaver is 26. Got local birthdays coming up just ahead. The clock is ticking. Time is running out. Christmas will be here before you know it. So how do you beat that Christmas crunch? Head to the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. You can visit them in Yuma or find them on the web, thepeanutpatch.com. The Peanut Patch. They make their very own fresh English toffee. Their pecan turtles made from scratch with a special recipe. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds, and so much more. Great gifts that they will ship anywhere in the universe. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You can find them on the web, thepeanutpatch.com. Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, William Knights, Abe Cardenas, Josefina Uribe, Adam Areola, Martha Areola, Jim Payne, Nettie Ramirez, Ishmael Banda, Ty Benefield, Santiago Manzo, Alvaro Medina, Beatriz Platero, Carroll Cervantes, Denise Smith, Helen Knight, and Dr. Uberto Mozzarelli. Happy birthday from Kxo.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Not a big list, but a lot of quality there.
Quality, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to have quality on Wednesdays.
Yeah, okay. Let's jump into the news because we
need
some.
to go a little bit early, so we will be able to visit with the mayor of Brawley.
Yep. It's World in California News headlines right now, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. There's a travel nightmare shaping up for holiday travelers with heavy ice, snow, flooding, and even tornadoes in the forecast for the U.S. This man's at the airport in Minneapolis.
I see a big storm coming, negative degrees, 6 inches of snow, so I'm excited to get out of here for sure.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
If you're flying, know your rights as a passenger. Airlines can't control the weather, but they are still responsible for certain things like offering a refund if your flight gets canceled for any reason.
Vancouver International's limiting incoming flights to clear up congestion after a big storm there. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is on a flight to the U.S. to meet with President Biden and address a joint session of Congress. Former National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster.
If we didn't provide this assistance to the Ukrainians, what would the world look like?
And existing home sales fell 7.7% in November for the 10th consecutive drop. Consumer confidence is up to its highest level since April. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, a state of emergency in effect after that deadly Northern California earthquake. Governor Gavin Newsom issuing it last night, helping Humboldt County get the resources it needs faster. The 6.4 quake struck early yesterday morning in the ocean near the city of Ferndale. Cindy Pridmore with the California Geological Survey says the area is a familiar one.
The area over the last century has had about 40 earthquakes that are magnitude 6 to 7. So it's not unusual for us to have these earthquakes of this size in this region.
2 seniors died from medical emergencies. 12 others were hurt. The damage widespread to homes, buildings, roads, and an historic bridge. The Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors unanimously supporting Mayor Karen Bass's emergency declaration on homelessness.
I'm just so excited because each one of you have done significant work in your district regarding the unhoused.
The board adopting a motion calling for county staff to work alongside city staff to address the issue. Gas prices just under $4.35 a gallon statewide. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
This winter, spread joy, not germs. As soon as you feel symptoms, test it, treat it, you can beat it. COVID medications like the Paxlovid pill can help you test negative sooner. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's page one of the local news, page one of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Before you head out on that holiday road trip, head into Quick Lane. Tell them you want the works. Make sure your car is running right on the road.
Starting with the local news this morning, let's visit with Brawley Mayor George Nava.
I want to provide you a recap of a December 20th meeting that took place for the City Council in Brawley. And before doing that, I want to thank outgoing Mayor Sam Couchman for his 13 years of service on our City Council. He recently retired, but I do want to thank him very much for the years that he put in making change, positive change for our community, for our citizens of Brawley. So thank you, Sam Couchman. If you're listening, I know you are, for all the work that you've done. Now on to the meeting. For the meeting itself, we had members of the public that arrived asking for assistance in providing practice space, indoor practice space for kids wrestling. So we're hoping to be able to accommodate that request. I know it is cold outside and they're practicing out there. And so these are the kids that are going to go on to wrestle at the high school level. So we know in Brawley we have great success in that department. So we look forward to be able to accommodating that group. Now, with respect to regular business, there was a few things of note. One is a 4% consumer price index increase to the rates for refuse, for trash, right? Nobody likes increases, but I will say that the CPI 4% is lower than the previous index that was used. And so although nobody likes to see increases in rates, we're trying to keep them as low as possible and allow our service provider, which is Republic Services, to keep operating and functioning and providing that service for the citizens of Brawley. And so that amounts to a little over $1 for residential customers. That begins January 1st, 2023. So it's coming around soon. But as I mentioned, nobody likes increases, but we certainly try and keep them as low as possible. On another note, we did upgrade our Director of Information Technology, Armando Garibay, requested that we expand and improve our communication system within the city of Brawley, and that will greatly improve our communication, allows us to transfer calls to any department. Oftentimes we get calls within the city from citizens, and in order to transfer somebody, we have to have them dial a different number. And so this will prevent that from happening. We're able to, transfer calls and do a whole lot of other things. It's not just transferring. It's a whole lot of other things and getting us into the new technology that major organizations use, which, Brawley is not, following suit in that regard. Also on the agenda was a $33,000 grant from MLBPA, Youth Development Foundation. And what that is the grant that was applied for and was awarded to the city of Brawley. And it's going to help expand the T-ball field program. And so it will allow us to build a T-ball program field for the kids out there. And although that won't fund the entire program, it certainly helps. $33,000 helps, like a $200,000 expense on that. But it's going to serve the kids of not just Brawley, but the surrounding areas. So we look forward to seeing that. And finally, we did have on the agenda an item for approval, which was the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Brawley. They requested street closure of Main Street between East and West Plaza, and that is to have an event that's coming up in January, and it's the International Brisket Cook-Off. So look forward to seeing that. More details to follow in our next update. But that is a quick recap of the things that took place within our city council meeting on December 20th. I also want to congratulate our police chief, Jimmy Duran, on celebrating his 2-year anniversary here with the city of Brawley. Celebrates it today. I'm excited about that. In the 2 years that he's been here, he's done fantastic things, not just for the department, but for the community. So congratulations, Chief Duran, on your 2 years here in the city of Brawley, and we look forward to many, many more.
KXO News Time 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District and the El Centro Regional Medical Center will consolidate inpatient maternal and child care health services at Pioneers. Beginning on January 5th of the new year, El Centro Regional will stop admitting new inpatients for these services. Both Imperial Valley hospitals emphasize that the purpose of these consolidation of services at PMHD will provide the women and children of Imperial Valley with a unified program that provides high-quality care to new mothers and their babies. Pioneer's Chief Executive Officer, Damon Sorensen, said, "We are confident and that consolidating the services will benefit all mothers and newborns. At our birth center, our dedicated team providers are ready to guide them through the journey of motherhood." El Centro Regional Board President Tomas Olivas says the 2 hospitals are excited to work together to maintain and enhance the level of care available in our communities. It is expected that Pioneers will deliver more than 2,500 babies each year. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Put a little love in your heart. It's the Ford Shine Bright sales event, and Ford is helping you be a light for others this holiday season. Now give 1.9% APR for 60 months on a 2022 Ford F-150, Explorer, and Escape. Come in and choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is arriving daily, so you can drive one home for the holidays. Hurry into your San Diego County Ford dealers today and find the Ford vehicle that helps you shine bright all season long. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 60 months at $1,748 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Not available on Raptor, Super Crew Tremor, and Super Crew Lightning. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 1/3/23. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
In other local news, active COVID-19 cases, a report is available. Here's more on that story.
Updated numbers were released Tuesday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. The latest numbers indicate a decrease in the number of active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. New numbers indicate there are currently 521 active cases of the virus in the county. That's down from 598 cases reported last Thursday. Deaths attributed to the virus remain at 960. COVID-19 tier metrics indicate new cases per day per 100,000 population at 42.10 with a positivity rate of 23.1%. Health officials say COVID is still very much a part of the triple-demic that includes influenza, RSV, as well as COVID-19. Officials encourage residents to enjoy their holidays, but just be very, very cautious. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Homeless Christmas Posada is coming up. To explain more on what that's all about, here's George Gale.
It is being put on by the Brown Bag Coalition in Calexico. It's scheduled for Friday, December 23rd. It'll be held at the Calexico Community Center on Dual Avenue. Organizers are looking for volunteers to help out. There will be 3 shifts, a morning shift from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. The afternoon shift is from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and the evening shift from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. They will offer showers, lunch, and dinner. There will be games, a gift distribution, and more, and then there will be the cleanup. If you can volunteer in any way, call 760-997-2140. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A man was fatally shot Sunday night in El Centro. El Centro police responded to the area of 2000 North 8th Street at about 10:30 p.m. on Sunday. On arrival, officers found a 39-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his torso. The victim later succumbed to his injuries. Investigating officers were able to identify a suspect in the shooting. On Monday at about noon, the suspect, 30-year-old Roman Ubens, was arrested at the Coin-O-Matic laundromat in the 1200 block of North 12th Street. Ubens was later booked into Imperial County Jail on murder charges. And finally, IID employees are having a clothing drive. Here's more on that story.
They collected unwrapped warm winter clothing. It is an employee-driven clothing drive. Numerous jackets, mittens, blankets, beanies, sweaters, socks, thermals, and more were voluntarily donated by the Imperial Irrigation District employees throughout the district this past month. The items have been provided to 2 worthy community-based organizations to distribute to those less fortunate. The North End Alliance 111 in Imperial County, which serves residents of Calipatria, Nyland, Bombay Beach, and the Desert Recreation District in Riverside County, which reaches those in eastern Coachella Valley. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is Jean Oswald for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's backpack program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The Ivy Food Bank backpack program. Donate online at ivyfoodbank.org.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says tranquil weather conditions will prevail through early next week as strong high pressure dominates the region. Near normal temperatures are expected over the next couple of days before warming through the weekend, reaching 5 to 10 degrees above normal by early next week. More unsettled weather then looks possible by the middle of next week, with precipitation chances potentially returning and temperatures likely dropping back to around normal. 66 our high yesterday, 36 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 71. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 43. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 71. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. 44 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. The magic of Christmas. It's our 24-hour gift to you. The Magic of Christmas, an Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230. The Magic of Christmas captures the feeling of this special time of year. The Magic of Christmas, beginning at noon Christmas Eve and continuing through noon Christmas Day. Presented by
Dogwood Auto Body, Desert Bus Line, the Kiwanis Club of El Centro, Southwest Security, Imperial Valley Food Bank, and Sun Community Federal Credit Union.
Join us on AM 1230 and feel the magic of Christmas.
The magic of Christmas.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Strip South Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. It was the Jazz jumping on the Pistons, 126-111. Bulls beat the Heat, 113-103. Knicks clobbered the Warriors, 132-94. Wizards whipped the Suns, 113-110. And the Nuggets beat the Grizzlies, 105-91. Billionaire mortgage lender Matt Ishbia has agreed to purchase the majority stake of the Phoenix Suns and the WNBA's Mercury. Only $4 billion for the deal. KXO News Time, 7:53.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Franco Harris, the Hall of Fame running back whose heads-up thinking authored the Immaculate Reception, considered the most iconic play in NFL history, has died. Harris was 72. His son told the Associated Press his father died overnight. No cause of death was given. And Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford is on injured reserve with a spinal cord contusion, but he said that injury will not force him into retirement. Don't forget Thursday Night Football live and free on AM 1230. The Jaguars and the Jets, Thursday night, 4:30 on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, consumer confidence jumped to an 8-month high as recession worries are beginning to fade. Inflation appears to be cooling, but the Fed said they are not done dialing down yet. What's happening on the market? The Dow up 525 points at 33,375. The S&P 500 at 58 at 3,879. The NASDAQ up 169 points at 10,716. Gold up $6.40 an ounce. Oil up $1.76 a barrel. And former President Donald Trump reported a stunning reversal of fortune during the middle 2 years of his presidency that led to a considerable tax bill. According to a report from the Joint Committee on Taxation, the $1.1 million Trump paid in federal taxes in 2018-2019 stand in stark contrast to the $750 he paid in 2017 and nothing he paid in 2020. I need to find his accountant. And Elon Musk says he will step down as Twitter's CEO once he finds his replacement. KXO News Time is 7:58.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 71. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 43. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south. Sunny on Thursday with a high near 71. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. 45 degrees, 44% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest 3 to 5 miles an hour. I've never seen this. Your border wait downtown, 4-hour border wait downtown. No waiting sentry, 2 hours pedestrian. Eastport, it's a 45-minute wait, 25 minutes sentry, 45 minutes ready lane. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
CBS News just ahead.
Merry Christmas from AM 1230, KXO, El Centro.
This is CBS, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kathan. On the first day of winter, early holiday travelers are confronting some dangerous winter weather.
I see a big storm coming, negative degrees, 6 inches of snow, so I'm excited to get out of here for sure.
A big storm in the west is careening east with snow and bitter cold. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
If you can leave early and get ahead of this weather, I would certainly encourage people to do that. Many airlines are offering a way to make changes to your ticket free of charge if you're going to be impacted by this storm.
Nearly 200 flights were canceled yesterday in Seattle. Concern about the cold extends into the deep south. Stephen Benyard is with a Louisiana power company.
There is no expectation of blackouts, but when you have extreme weather events like this, the usage does hit extreme levels. So the demand for electricity could potentially exceed our available generation due to extreme weather.
Well, the House panel investigating the Capitol attack is set to release its final report in about an hour. This week, it unanimously voted to recommend the Justice Department charge former President Trump. Committee member Adam Schiff on CBS Mornings on what might come next.
I think it depends on whether the Justice Department lives up to what the Attorney General committed at the beginning of the investigation, and that is that Donald Trump would be treated like any other American, that there was one standard of the rule of law, and that the Justice Department would follow the evidence wherever it leads. Well, it's led to Donald Trump.
The Ways and Means Committee releasing Trump's tax returns, including information that the IRS failed to pursue mandatory audits on a timely basis during his presidency. CBS's Cammie McCormick tells us Washington is set to welcome Ukraine's wartime president, Volodymyr Zelensky.
His trip comes as Zelensky seeks more weapons in Ukraine's fight against Russia. It's his first trip overseas since Russia invaded Ukraine. His advisor says he seeks missile defense systems and long-range missiles. And President Biden is set to announce another $2 billion in military assistance, including a Patriot missile battery. The Kremlin says continued Western arms to Ukraine will only lead to a deepening of the conflict.
It's one of the wildest plays in NFL history.
There's a collision. It's cut out of the air. The ball is pulled in by Franco Harris. Harris is going for a touchdown for Pittsburgh.
The immaculate reception 50 years ago started the Steelers on the way to a dynasty with that win over the Raiders. The running back who made the unlikely catch, Franco Harris, has died at 72.
I don't even know where he came from.
The Steelers are marking the anniversary this weekend, retiring Harris's number 32. And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 564 points. The S&P is up 64. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart problems, or swelling of lips, tongue, throat, or hives. Ask your doctor about prescription Xeljanz. Visit Xeljanz.com or call 1-844-XELJANZ.
A big money sports contract is up for grabs, and there's an early favorite.
Oh, they're going to throw it on a fake, and it's incomplete.
The Wall Street Journal says YouTube is the front runner for exclusive rights to the NFL's subscription-only package, Sunday Ticket. It allows fans to watch all Sunday afternoon games, even if they're out of market. Amazon, Apple, and ESPN were all reportedly vying for the deal. DirecTV's $1 billion a year, 8-year contract expires at the end of this season. The league kicked off an 11-year contract with Amazon Prime for Thursday night games this season. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The New York Mets swept in and struck a deal with star shortstop Carlos Correa. Reports say it's 12 years, $315 million. An agreement the free agent Correa appeared to have worked out last week with the San Francisco Giants fell apart. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Merry Christmas, Kxo Central.